discuss the last topic for today, which is on work and kinetic energy. One example then we'll this space din. Continue na lang natin next meeting.
Yes.
So, proceed na sa energy para madali. What is energy?
Energy.
Capacity to work.
It's the capacity to do work. Without energy,
We cannot
Work. Yeah.
cannot function.
In physics class, the amount of work depends on the amount of energy stored by the object. So there are different types of, or different forms of energy. We have solar, wind, saka hydro. But we'll focus on these three main, three types of mechanical energy. Mechanical energy. Okay, mechanics mo na ito ang kuhan. Ito ang topic. So what are the three types of mechanical energy? First, we have the then we have the elastic potential energy and the gravitational potential energy. So what is the difference between these three energies? So let's start with the kinetic energy. Kinetic energy K is the type of energy stored when the body is in motion. In motion. Kung may speed, for example, yung object at a certain speed, the object stores kinetic energy. So, ang atong symbol for kinetic energy class is big letter K and big letter K. And it's mathematically defined as 1/2 times the mass of the object times the square of its speed. So, kinetic energy is 1/2 mv squared. It's the energy associated with the motion of the object. So, ang mv is for the mass, which must be in kilogram. And ang speed that ang PDT is the speed which is in meter per second. So, ang kuan ani class, ang sa unit natin for kinetic energy.
Kilogram.
Ang unit natin in class is the same sa atong unit sa work, joule gihapon. Joule. Eh kung ato ang i-multiply ang units gikan sa equation sa kinetic energy, we will get 1/2. M is for kilogram, D is for M over S squared. So we have kilogram M over S squared times M. Diba ang kilogram M over S squared, ang kilogram is, asa ganyan? Asa ganyan Newton? 1
Newton.
1 kilogram M over S squared plus M over S squared. So kani siya, this is Newton times meter. And Newton times meter is equivalent to joule. So ang atong unit, SI unit nato for kinetic energy is in joule. So elastic potential energy. Elastic potential energy is denoted by potential energy is denoted by U, big letter U. And for naman duha ka types of potential energy, we have elastic and gravitational. For the elastic, we place a subscript EL, so U sub EL for the elastic potential energy. And it's the energy associated or stored by a spring. When the spring is located, the spring stores an elastic potential energy UL, which is equivalent to 1/2 times K, which is where K is the force constant, times X squared, where X is the length of elongation or compression from its uncompressed or unelongated state. So K, the force constant K depends on the material used to build the spring. Spring. So lahi ang force constant sa plastic, lahi po ang force constant sa metal. So kani siya, this is for kung na spring. Na siya stored na elastic potential energy. 1/2 kx squared. So lastly, we have gravitational potential energy. So, yung gihapon na ito ang symbol. So, sorry, di ba klaro? Yung gihapon ni siya for the potential energy, then we place G as a subscript indicating that this one is our gravitational potential energy. So, unsa man ang gravitational potential energy? So, the gravitational potential energy is stored when the object is due to the position or configuration of the object to some reference point or zero position. So if ato ang ground is to our reference point or 0 point, and when the object is above the ground, ang object na siya stored na potential energy. So what potential energy, which is equivalent to the mass of the object times the acceleration due to gravity, na 9.8 meter per second squared, times the height of the object from our reference point, which is the ground. So if the object is at 1 meter from the ground, what is its gravitational potential energy? Kung 1 meter siya gikan sa ground, na siya stored nga gravitational potential energy, then 1 kilogram ang object. So 1 kilogram times 9.8 times 1 meter, so na siya 9.8 joule nga stored energy, which later on can be converted into the other forms of energy. So nasabtan, kinetic energy kung nice in motion imong object na siya kinetic energy, kung nice spring, so na siya elastic potential energy, and if when the object is at a certain level above the ground, na siya stored nga gravitational potential energy. So these are the three types of mechanical energy na apply nato sa mechanics. So, dito na ka. So, work kinetic, what is the relationship between work and energy? So, work and energy. So, as mentioned a while ago, the amount of work depends on the amount of energy stored. So, basically, work is equal to energy. So, how do we prove that sa ato ang work and kinetic energy na equation? So, suppose daw na object moving at an initial speed VO, dahil hindi mo siyang push, the velocity of the object changes from VO to V. So, ang work done by the net force is from the katong definition sa work nato nga F D cosine of theta. So F net, this is the applied force.